Hey everybody, welcome back to Baka no Mamoru, the show where we talk about anime for a while. This is... I know. It's hilarious to think you could make a living off of that. Rest assured, we don't. We are today wrapping up the fall anime of 2019.
It's about damn time.
Fucking finally.
This is, as per the tradition of 2 months ago, we are not going to include the isekais in this video. That'll be a separate video after the fact, where Stefan will tell us his thoughts on all of the isekais. So let's get right down to it. Introducing everybody, I am Eric.
I'm DJ.
I'm Ray.
I'm Stefan.
Wow, we got them all back.
Imagine that.
All right. Does anybody have any really cool things they want to bring up before we start?
This season sucked.
Wow. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
I might contest that.
I mean, it's kind of a grab bag, but I was left underwhelmed on the whole.
Yeah, but that's just your life in general.
Nah.
You hate that feeling though. You're in a bathroom stall, you're on the hole, and you're just left underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Eric, start us off. What
enough
are we talking
jokes.
about?
First one I've got on our list today is Food Wars, the fourth
Ayo!
plate. DJ, I assume you're the only person who kept up with this.
Of course. I'm the only one that watched the first 3 seasons.
He just really wants to learn how to cook.
I mean, there's that. But yeah, no. Food Wars is good. I say it's almost over. I think it has one more episode left, maybe 2, as of this recording. All it was just the tournament that they've been doing all season, that the whole show's been building up to, with the up and coming first years versus the Elite 10. And I say it's been pretty good.
I mean, that was pretty succinct.
I'm the only one that watched it.
Well, no, I understand that, but do you think you were pretty excited about it?
I love this show.
I know, but I'm just saying, has that excitement continued?
Yeah. No, I'm totally jazzed for the next couple episodes. The one thing that I was kind of surprised about, because I think they might have changed the animation studio for it slightly. They severely dialed back on the fan service, which good on them, because it was getting a little out of control for a little while there. Eric can vouch for this.
I mean, it was definitely a large amount of the show. I wouldn't necessarily say out of control. I think that it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now,
But they've dialed it back a little bit.
Now, is it traditional fan service, or is it like fan service?
Well,
like
it's
they
more
try
like,
to-
hey, oh man,
with the
this
food.
This
foie
food was
gras
so
is
good
so
that it
good.
blew the clothes right off of my mind puppet body.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. That's
Clothes exploded.
That's it.
water sports. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Well, there's not,
Jesus
we
Christ.
can't. Again, we can't really say much about the show without spoiling it. And since it's season 4, it's just gonna be a. That's gonna be a thing that happens.
Exactly. I mean, it's not like it's like we're recapping a season 1. It's like either you know it or you don't.
All right, so we can move on to the next show from here, I suppose.
Yeah.
A show that some of us might have more to say about than what DJ had to say about Food Wars.
Hey.
Next up, we got Assassin's Pride.
Nope. Didn't watch. Didn't care.
So,
Go on, Ray. And Eric.
I proceeded to somewhat continue this show.
How many episodes you get?
Let's check the old TV Time app. No, I eliminated it off because I didn't even want to trace record. So I want to say I got to the part where it went from Twilight to then the 4th Harry Potter book, and then
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Wow.
I knew you would know what I was talking about. And then it became that slumber party. As soon as they went into the sewer slumber party, I said,
okay.
I'm done.
What
I'm
the
done.
hell
I'm
happened in
outta
this
here.
show, Stefan?
That's for
Master Splinter.
I'm sure that was right around.
Wait,
the
did you
corner,
continue watching the show?
No,
Because
no,
there
I'm
was.
current.
Yeah,
I
'cause
kid.
Oh, so did Mummies Alive come back?
Mummy's alive.
No, it wasn't Mummies Alive.
Did they go to the museum again?
Okay, so
Okay, summarize the show really quick. So just in jokes.
So lichens that aren't lichens.
Lugaroo.
Vampires. Really, really weird relationships. There was like that Hogwarts versus whatever other school battle in the Crystal Castle.
That's the Goblet of Fire thing he was talking
Yeah,
about.
that was definitely the Goblet of Fire thing. And
Everything he said made sense if you watched the show.
And thank God I didn't.
I know. Oh man, as soon as they got to that,
I remember Ray and I being pretty stoked after episode 1.
Yeah, you guys were pretty jazzed.
because they were all about the world building.
But then you started talking about the sewer slumber party, and I was like, "What does Master Splinter have to deal with this? Why would the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles do this?"
That's what I'm saying. Like it was not cowabunga at all.
Okay,
Why
they
do the turtles do this?
so I will say they swing back to world building after the slumber party.
That's a shame. Well, then you just.
Eric, have you how?
He
have
said,
you
he
kept up?
said he's current.
I'm current with where it is at the point of
Wow.
recording, and we intentionally record these before the final episodes come out, so we don't spoil it on accident. There's a twist that comes up involving some of the main characters, not the twist that they sort of telegraph in the first episode about the little main girl, the incompetent, talented girl who I still am not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, me neither.
It's really it's such a like a
Cop out?
double negative statement.
Yeah,
The cop out explanation for a character?
No, it's like the kid is good, but they don't have like at the point of getting the nickname, they can't use magic, so they're incompetent, but they're somehow talented, but they can't win a single fight. This is all first episode shit.
Okay.
It doesn't
But then
matter.
she gets magic, but she's still incompetent.
She still gets called incompetent, even though she's been shown to be pretty good at her job.
Right.
Unless her job is, the Twilight part of the job.
And that weird sister thing is going on, and I don't.
Yeah, the sister cousins, that's weird. I've kept up with the show,
You're the
and I
only
don't
one.
really have a great answer as to why, other than I'm kind of fascinated
Okay.
by it,
So
and like a where are we going?
So to kind of bring it back to the our first episode, or not first episode, but our previous episode, where me and Stefan talked about the world building, right? And we were like
They live in chandeliers.
the chandeliers and blah blah blah.
And
all that.
werewolves roam the
So
countryside.
yeah. Oh well,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ, I
scarecrows.
cannot get it.
Yeah, but
Even
werewolves and
listening to this
scarecrows.
again.
Right, but when you say world building continues, can you give me an example?
They give you a little bit more of like what he is, the titular assassin. You get a little more of like what it's like outside of the chandeliers. You get to see a different city. They travel there by train. There's some like Naraku shit going on. And I don't want to. I wouldn't.
I
want.
don't think he knows who Naraku is.
I wouldn't go any further. Actually, I think his name is actually Naraka. This is the guy, but there's
All
a
I got is the Mortal Kombat character.
There's a
Baraka.
demon-
Nah,
It's not at all. I know.
Inuyasha.
there's
Oh,
a
bless you.
There's a secret demon
It
mastermind.
means dog demon.
Orchestrating things.
Bless you. They're what?
There's a secret demon mastermind orchestrating a lot of shit in the
And
background.
I'm back on.
It's not that interesting.
I'm not.
It's
at
not
all
related
that-
to demon
no,
school.
No, I'm not. I'm not even. I'm not even about that.
But I totally get like the stuff that would make you leave. I'm looking at it like why would you make this? And I didn't get a chance to say this in the first episode, but I was so confused because when we were watching it, I was thinking constantly, is this a new manga, or is this a 20-year-old manga that they are adapting now? Because the art style is weird in a way where I can't tell.
Is it like
And if he can't tell,
Yeah.
Is it like Mighty Atom weird, or is it?
Do you know Princess Tutu?
Yeah.
bless
A
you.
lot of the characters look like Princess Tutu
Okay.
in like the way they're built.
Oh, okay.
So it's just
It's got that
it's
weird like
confusing.
80s like proportions.
It's confusing for like when it was made
Yeah.
to me.
I can guarantee you it's not new, because if it was, it would have been written differently, and the assassin would have just killed the girl in the first episode.
I don't know, Stefan. That
It's not-
doesn't seem
It's not
accurate.
very woke of you.
That's
I
actually
mean, I can always
extremely
look it
low.
up. Like,
Oh yeah, no, I could have looked
This
it
is
up
a
too.
Google
but
search away.
I liked being
That's
wrong more than having the information.
that's my hot take though. If it was written a year ago, it would be more Akame ga kill than Akame ga shill, whatever.
Let's not talk about Akane got killed.
2016.
Oh, so it was.
Akame got killed.
So it is new. It just looks old. Okay.
Correct. 2016.
Not like. I want to
Gross.
clarify that I don't mean bad old. I just mean it doesn't look like what a lot of other new shows look like.
Understood.
Anyway, I think that's about all we're gonna say about it. Wouldn't recommend.
I fell off hard.
You guys obviously wouldn't.
So
recommend.
solid 7
didn't
out of
continue.
10.
Yeah, a solid 7 out of 10.
If you read Twilight and said, "I can't believe
Read,
they
don't
would try
buy.
to do this live action," this would be for you. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know who this show's for. I guess
It's for a little bit of everybody.
people that like
Fun
Fire
for the
Emblem
whole
Three
family.
Houses.
What?
People that like Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I like Fire Emblem Three Houses.
So
that's
9
what's
out of 10
happening.
from Ray.
That is what's. God damn it, dude.
Okay, let's just lightning round through the next one real quick because
Go for it.
I just wrote these down. I think based on no particular order. I got Black Clover on here. I'm the only one here who's watched Black
Yep.
Clover. It continues to just be Fairy Tail and Naruto mashed together.
Sick.
It's
That
going.
sounds great.
You know, it's better than it sounds.
As someone
but
who's
it's-
watched neither of those things.
but it is what I'm
Watch Fairy Tail.
describing.
Really?
Yeah, Matt convinced me to watch it.
I had no idea.
Relax, dude. You don't know me.
But you don't like
You don't
Naruto.
know me.
So why would you say that sounds good?
That's a discussion because I like the fairy tale aspects of it.
Well, it's the Naruto story of the main character is really shitty at the thing he wants to be, but with the aesthetic scheme of wizards from Fairy Tail.
Did you
Yes.
just do the Disney Channel? I'm Ray, and you're watching.
Wow.
What was that?
I'm so glad he picked up on it too. I didn't even.
It was just unconscious.
Oh, I don't know what
I didn't even have to say anything.
There we go.
That's about all there is to say about Black Clover, though. It continues to be Black Clover. It continues to feel like it's almost over, and I don't think it is anymore. Anyone else want to talk about the show they didn't watch?
Is that show still going, Len? Like,
Yes.
it's still weekly, right? Mm-hmm. Dear God.
Every
Good on 'em.
Tuesday. I'll take that away from you. I will.
That's why I said put it over there, because I didn't want him to take it away from me.
Okay, we're going to switch to the next show. Dr. Stone.
Woo! Ray could not care less
Which
against all odds.
I think this would be a show you would actually like.
I know. I told him that too. He's like, the world building sounds boring.
Stefan got to episode 4.
Episode 4 or 5. I have every intention of finishing it eventually. Just right now, I have a lot other.
He got real demoralized when that main character died.
Oh yeah, dude, that stank. I'll come back and finish it eventually. I just have a lot more else to keep me busy.
Eric, how'd you like that ending?
I haven't kept up with the show. Like I'm a couple behind.
I mean,
But since I've read the manga,
you and me both.
I'm only saying that, which is to say I have a certain amount of literacy. If you want to talk about
Oh yeah,
the end of the
no,
season.
I was gonna say I've read far ahead as well,
Without
but no,
spoiling anything.
the spoiler alert, the end of the show, the last episode ends with season 2 confirmed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That doesn't shock me at all.
no, not at all. So, spoiler alert, Dr. Stone is going to continue, and it's starting with the Stone Wars.
Oh, I love the Stone Wars.
Yes,
That's a good part.
it is a good part, and the only reason it's okay to say that is because Senku literally says that. He's like, coming next is our next phase is the Stone Wars.
Well, he couldn't have said that because he died in episode 4 or 5.
Oh, of course, yeah. Spoilers. Come on, dude. Yeah, come on.
I mean, not Senku.
So, beyond the plot of it, do you have any other opinions? The animation style, the music.
It's still really good. The English music in it is still really surprising, and at how good it is.
What do you
Because
mean?
there's English music. There's a singer.
Oh,
in the,
that's
in the
right.
movie.
I forgot all about
There's a
that.
singer in the show that's from like America. Like
There's an American pop star that is important to the story, and I refuse to go into any greater detail than that.
Fair
yeah,
enough.
but the show is entirely obviously in Japanese, except for whenever this pop star sings and it's in English. And it's actually sung by an English like voice actress, and it's really well done.
It's not Janglish.
No, it's not,
Japanglish?
no, it's
Japanglish?
it's actual English.
English.
It's
I
an
thought
actual
that was
English like native
derivative.
English speaker.
Okay.
Mr. Joestar.
Are we still
Wait,
recording?
let's make sure that Eric's computer didn't freeze. Okay, cool. But
Ooh,
Hey,
I
that's a
don't-
baseball.
I don't know.
we're
about
having
that.
a spicy day.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But what was it? Yeah, all the women still continue to have sex doll faces.
Yep, that's a big complaint.
Yep.
I've actually been wondering if this would be a good show to wait for it to have an English dub. That might be a Philistine thing to say, but I think this show would probably translate very well. With an
I
English
bet
dub.
it would.
Whereas,
I think it actually might have like 1 or 2 episodes on Crunchyroll in English. I could be wrong about that though.
It might be on Funimation. No, it's not.
So
No,
would
it's
the-
not Funimation.
So would the idol be like Japanese?
No, she's still gonna be American because she's American.
Gross.
She's
Gross
also a
consistency.
bitch.
Not that bad.
No, I'm just talking about the first.
The first introduction to her, she's a bitch.
Anyway. Anything else, or shall we?
It real good. Can't wait for season 2.
Okay. The next show I wrote down is Fire Force. Ray, you didn't start it?
Why you laugh? I'm almost caught up.
Oh, okay, so I am caught up.
I'm 2 behind. I'm 2 behind.
Okay.
That's it.
Good job, Eric. Proud of you.
Yeah,
Why was he laughing?
Because Eric and I fell off hard on Fire Force for a while.
Adore
okay,
that show.
Let's get this out of the way. We all really like Fire Force, but DJ and I had a conversation, and we essentially said, I could let Fire Force get to the end and watch it all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Just because the pacing of that show,
It's weird.
it's no, the pacing's not weird, but it really does lend to
Binge watching.
let's continuously watch this.
Yeah.
It's the same. Like it's the same thing. I couldn't just sit down and watch a couple episodes of Soul Eater when I first watched it.
Same guy.
Exactly. That's why I brought it up. Is like I cruised through that, and they're getting better with the pacing now that they're introducing like more characters and like delving into.
Once they introduced Vulcan, the show really picked up.
I mean,
What a guy.
I want to
he's
watch
awesome.
it, but every time I look at it, I just think of Years in Mind conversation, and it's like, nah.
Well, it's just and to bring back like the world building. I think that show is
No,
really successful. I know.
Yeah,
I
it
know.
is
I'm not
really
trying
good.
to defend anything.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's just I understand the whole waiting for it to kind of finish or wrap up in one way, shape, or form.
I'm almost willing to bet that one will probably be like a 50 episode show or 52 episode show, just like Soul Eater.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's
lame.
most assuredly not almost over based on
No, not even remotely.
based on
close.
what episode came out the other day, where we got to see Vulcan fight.
Well, for real.
Oh yeah,
Oh man, I like that new Doctor character too.
I like his design.
Fair enough. All
All
right.
right,
Wait, which Doctor?
The one that looks like the protagonist from Catherine.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the other Doctor.
Well done.
Oh, that other Doctor too. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
like
know
his
you do.
design.
I know you like his design too. Like Mr. Roboto.
Yeah.
Right.
So 4 out of 10.
Definitely solid 7 out of 10.
Solid fire 4 out of 10.
I would give it a company 8 out of 10. Would evangelize.
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
home.
okay. You joined that church?
Let's home.
Yeah. That's home.
All right. Now the next one. Hopefully, other people have stuff to say about. I'm like scumbags who haven't said anything yet. No Guns Life.
I like Gundad.
Still haven't watched it.
Wow.
Gundad.
Wow. DJ still hasn't watched it.
Couldn't care.
He
Couldn't be bothered.
So,
He had to choose between that and the show about the condoms. Remember?
Oh, dear God. I still only watched the first episode of that one, thank God.
If I could jump in and defend myself, defend my honor, which I know is a hard thing for me to do.
Yeah.
Especially at this point.
To be clear, he couldn't watch the show. He had a girl in the trunk of his car.
I'm not. Well, two things
This
before
is
I get into my
Stefan, but
defense.
not me.
Yeah, two things before I get into my defense. I'm not a furry. I'm not a criminal. My defense is I
Go
do
on.
intend to watch No Guns Life above, by any metric, Dr. Stone. If I watch either of them to completion, it's No Guns Life before Dr. Stone by leaps and bounds. I love No Guns Life.
I mean,
Aesthetically, in principle, I love it. I love it. It's good. I love it.
it'll probably be easier, too, because I assume...
Anyway, you were faffing on.
I love No Guns Life. I'm going to finish it. It's just a matter of when. I had every intention of doing it last night, and I fell asleep watching.
I mean, it'll probably be really
Beastars.
easy to catch up on because it's probably only going to be 12 episodes, I assume.
Well, and that is, it may be the only gripe I have with the show, is the pacing seems a little bit off. It seems like arc, way quick. We'll wrap it up. As
I
far
say
as
we're
jumping
on a
from
schedule,
one-
people.
Yeah, as far as jumping from, Spider Chick to, you know what I mean? Like,
it is sort of reminiscent of an episodic noir story.
it is, yeah, I don't think they're intentionally trying to be like an anthology, though.
Well, in
know.
its defense, I did look
I don't think
into,
the plot is kicked in. Is the thing.
Yeah, okay.
I looked into-
that's a better way of
I
putting
looked
it.
into volume 1 of the print manga, right? And more or less, episode 3 still isn't the end of volume 1 of the manga, is my understanding. I think episode 4.
I have it in the other room. The first book gets to the end of the spider fight.
Okay.
So the pacing is quick, but it's not so quick, I think.
Right. No, it was just it just seemed a little disjointed.
Right. No, but I know exactly what you mean.
That being that aside, it does lend to the noir aspect of it, and it is the smallest of gripes. The smallest gripes. Everything else, I adore everything. Character design,
Same.
the world, everything.
I'm mad at my
And-
ice cream cone because it's not a bigger ice cream cone.
Damn right.
Yeah, I want one more scoop. Get it on top. 3 scoops.
Although you're gonna get another scoop of Gun Dad, don't you worry.
Gun, dad, 3rd scoop. Get me in.
Did you enjoy when you got to see what a gun slave actually is?
Yeah. I did like that reveal. I did like that reveal a lot, actually. Like I thought
Me too.
It was DJ.
It was pretty sweet.
I mean, the
I'm
problem
gonna
is
walk over there and end you.
the problem is that he's right,
Yeah.
but he's right on accident.
There's like I can't wait for more. That's all what it comes down to. I cannot wait for more.
I'm excited. You're excited. Stefan's excited. DJ's missing out and doesn't even know it.
I'll probably watch it eventually.
I would highly suggest you, as much as you like Blade Runner,
Yeah.
and you're not watching it.
I didn't know. Is that what it's like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even watched the first 5 minutes. And I have no frame of reference for this show.
Oh well, there's plenty of frames there now.
Yeah, remember, he only watched up until the point that we got to Arby's.
That's true.
Yeah, I watched
That's
like the
true.
first
And
2
then-
minutes.
Yeah, and then he switched to like
And then we had to free Hong Kong.
we had a free Hong Kong, and he had to catch up on his like condom show or some shit.
Again, only
Again.
watched the first one, first episode.
Again, that's a big lie.
All right, so we'll switch to a show that DJ did watch.
Oh yeah.
Null and PETA.
Nope, it's still only watched. No, I only watched
I was
the
gonna
first
say,
episode.
oh my god, yikes! I
only
watched the
watched
first 2, and I was like, oh my god. Bold.
Wait. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we still going. We still doing this.
Yeah, we're still doing this. No, that show sucks. Didn't watch past episode 1. Stefan, you're a goddamn American hero for watching episode 2.
I watched episode 2 that day though, like within the day. You just watched episode 1, and I watched episode 1 and 2 because they were just out within the day.
I mean, unless I watched episode 2 and just blocked
Do you not
it
even
from
remember
the...
And
the
you know, I
show
don't
was?
blame you. That's what I was gonna say. Like, unless you just unless you watched it, and
the
you
sister
put it
dies
out.
and she turns into a big fluffy robot.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, the
good.
younger sister turns her into a big
Anime
fella.
Baymax.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I remember now. All right. Yeah. Forget that. Nope. 7 out of 10.
All right.
Solid 9 out of 10.
All right, kids. Now that we've gotten the vegetables out of the way, let's talk about Orisuke.
Oh, Lord.
The prime rib of this course.
The
this
breakout
meal.
villain of 2019.
This show was...
Oh, Bench Sakai. Okay.
Yeah, Bench Sakai. This show was real good.
This show had so many good moments. From the bench to what is it? Slipper liquor.
Yeah, Slipper Liquor. Slipper Man.
To when that chick was like, "I'm gonna be devoted to you," and that one scream right at the beginning of the episode, like a terrified goat.
That'll be fun to edit.
To the by far best quote unquote beach episode I've ever seen.
Sunshine is best girl. No
Sunshine
said.
is best girl multiple times over.
So
Yeah.
he could have this conversation and not realize what that picture was.
Correct.
That's incredible.
It is
Oh, that's
it's
what the
absolutely
picture is.
incredible.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
To even this. So normally, I would say skip a recap episode.
That recap episode was good.
Amazing.
Especially like how meta it got.
Yeah.
Where they were making fun of like the voice actress or
Yeah.
like the directors when they were saying, "Hey, we fucked up this part while recording," and they were just making fun of the director.
Yeah.
What's up?
Beach. Beach is only 1 letter away from being bench. Go on.
The shrimp's tainted. I don't even want it anymore. But yeah,
I don't have any eggnog to throw at you.
This
or else I
show
would.
is amazing. I'm gonna sound crazy, but this show is amazingly smart for how dumb it is.
It really is.
It is so,
Also, what about the newest girl that they introduced? Like,
I I'm one behind.
Oh, you're one behind.
I'm one behind.
Okay.
I think I'm at about the same spot as he is.
Okay.
I watched a recap episode, and then that's not a new.
I
That's
know.
the one who
It's the
called
one
him a
that-
slipper
Slipperman.
licker.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Slipperman.
I know, but
Slipperman.
now-
That's what it was.
Now she's
My
actually a
favorite
character,
JoJo
though.
character translated to English, Slipperman.
Slipperman.
My favorite villain from Part 6.
No, it's the name.
I know,
Sticky Fingers in English.
I know, Zipperman.
Slipperman.
Well, it's Zipperman.
I know it's
Zipperman.
Zipperman, but it's Slipperman now.
But,
No,
yeah,
this joke was worth it.
Orisuke is so good.
Why though?
It's just...
Is it because the main character is saying what we've been thinking? This is bullshit, and here's why.
Pretty much. I say, like, it's the smartest harem anime, which sounds like a dumb thing to say, but it makes
But
sense once you watch it.
I don't even consider it that either.
Well, no, like, because it's just so self-aware. It's just really fun to watch. Like, it plays on all the tropes, but doesn't do it in a way that you're rolling your eyes.
You know what it reminds me of, and this might be a stretch, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. It reminds me of, and did you ever watch Community?
No.
Okay, then I can't go along with it. But it reminds me of an anime Community.
I think you said that before.
As far because Community is very meta in the way that it presents sitcoms, and very self-acknowledging and very kind of like, okay, we're on the nose about this, and we get it, and we know you know, so cool, we'll play into it. Orisuke is very similar to that in regards to harem anime or whatever, that sort of thing. It's very on the nose way of describing and kind of poking at and deconstructing tropes kind of deal, while also reinforcing them.
Yeah. It's good fun. It's good.
It's a great use of benches.
Ray, how'd you rate the benches?
I'd rate them a solid 9 out of 10.
I'd second that.
All too late, we realized that we should have gone a totally different joke direction with this discussion.
What's that?
Where Ray could have been like, I was watching the show from the north entrance. And then we could have all been like, I was enjoying the show
From the west
the
entrance.
south entrance. But we didn't do that.
Wow. Yeah, and Stefan was outside, or the girl was outside waiting with chicken skewers or whatever it was. like
South entrance.
Remember, he hasn't watched the whole show. He doesn't know about the chicken
I
skewers.
know that trope though.
He's
I know
gonna.
the
He's
trope.
gonna
He knows the joke.
He knows
He
it
bought
now.
all the barbecue.
Can I just buy? Yeah, can I buy your entire stall? Sure.
To cheer up my sad best friend.
Yeah, exactly. Sunshan, the best
girl.
Well, that's Orisuke. I don't even know what else to say other than
Watch it.
It's like damn near perfect as far as I'm concerned. It's
I wouldn't go that far, but I really like
no,
it.
I will go that far.
it
At
is
least-
it is a master of what it is trying to be.
exactly.
Yeah. I'll give it that.
I think that's high enough praise.
Yeah. What next?
Can we take our praise higher? Could we possibly take our praise to a plus ultra state?
Oh.
Talking about My Heroic Macadamia Nut, the fourth impact. Ray, you didn't watch.
Ray
My
hasn't
Hero?
watched a single episode.
I haven't
My
watched a single
Macedonian
episode.
pistachio.
Okay, you should do that. Let's start
Okay.
there.
I say you like superhero movies. This is the best superhero movie anime.
This is probably the best Eastern adaptation of superhero tropes and ideas in anime. I think
It's pretty good.
I'm pretty
And
confident
it's
saying
that.
Like, if you've seen One Punch Man, or if you haven't, I recommend that too. But if you've seen One Punch Man, it's so in line with that, with a lot of what it hits on the nose well.
Okay.
Have you ever been reading a Superman story and be like, boy, I wish Superman was compelling and had like a reasonable weakness?
Ray, don't even get into this.
Have you, Ray?
I mean,
Hey, Ray, go watch the first episode of My Hero.
Ray, I'm there with you. I agree that Superman can be compelling. This is compelling in the right ways that those stories are.
What if Superman's mission statement of stopping crime by being Superman worked? And then Superman couldn't keep fighting crime forever and he knew it.
Okay.
That's where the show starts. Now in season 4,
I say season 4 picks up where our boy, the great Deku Tree.
the great Deku Tree.
Should I step out?
No, we're not going to spoil.
Okay.
No,
We'll speak in vagaries and perverse jokes.
I like how our red boy had his time to shine finally. I've been looking forward to that since reading those chapters.
I love Red Boy, big Red Boy fan.
Red Boy's pretty good. I kind of like Quiet Boy though, Mr. Sun Eater.
Quiet Boy's nice too.
Quiet Boy is real good.
Sun Eater has a good moment.
Yes, he does.
Got Red Boy, Blue Boy, Green Boy. What's your starter?
Anyone who picks Red Boy is a fool, obviously. So
Guess we
take it
Blue
back.
Boy.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Score Bunny.
Score
Disgusting.
Bunny is dumb.
I mean, I think
Yes.
Score Bunny's fine. You guys are weird.
Yeah, if you're.
You guys are weird for having such a hard on against
All I'm
it.
saying is that Stefan watched one show, and it doesn't surprise me that the person who picked Score Bunny watched.
I
the show.
watched 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay,
We'll get to that later.
so My Hero continues to be good. Recommended for everyone who likes superheroes or shonen.
Getting fucking hyped for the end, the last fight of this season. Just telling you that much.
I still haven't looked. Is it 12 or 24?
It's going to be 24. I
Well,
think.
then that fight isn't the end of the season.
No,
That fight is-
yeah, it's gonna be at the halfway point.
That fight is like
Episode 12 or
probably
13.
Happy New Year, dude. This is your fight.
Yeah, no, honestly, because what was it? This was episode 9 or 10 because of the fucking Rugby World Championships that delayed My Hero 1
I
week.
think it was 9. I think it's
yeah.
episode 9.
Yeah, no, that's actually what happened. My Hero got pushed back week because of the Rugby World
Oh, that was the
Championships.
8. Okay, that was
Yeah.
the 8.
That
That's
seems correct.
He's just making it up.
No, it's 1000% true.
I know rugby's not a real sport, but it's a thing that people still watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, this was episode 9 or 10 that just came out with Red Boy in it, and yeah, the last fight. This arc will probably be done around episode 12 or 13.
Yeah. I was really hoping that it was going to be 24 instead of 12, and if it is, I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Because I can't.
It's gonna go some places.
You can't get me more excited than I am to see Gentleman Criminal.
Hell yeah, Gentleman Criminal rules.
He's the best worst villain.
He really is. Oh, this stupid side.
But enough of this. We don't want to spoil the show.
Yeah. What's next?
Well, do we have any non-specific thoughts about it beyond what I've already?
I like Fat Gum a lot.
Fat Gum's really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you haven't read any of the manga, have you, Stefan?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Ray, he's a fat man.
That absorbs his fat into power.
He's Blob.
He's the Blob,
he's
except
Blob.
if the Blob was good.
Yeah, he is fat, and then he becomes thin to become more powerful.
He burns his fat to turn into power.
I approve.
He's a good man.
Did
He's
you
a
just
good
Google
man.
search Fat
Yeah,
Gum?
he kind of looks like a character from Jet Set Radio.
He looks like a
does.
combination of that and that anime
Persona
with the
character.
frogs.
He reminds me of a Persona character.
Kind of does.
He does look like a Persona character. He's supposed to be like a mascot. This is like Teddy in human form.
Pretty much.
Except for not, because Teddy already had you. It doesn't
Hey.
matter. Okay, just
Could you guys not bring this nerd shit into our anime conversations?
I mean,
Please?
Persona's anime.
I like Persona.
No, I know. You know what no one likes? Psychopaths. Stefan, tell us about Psychopaths.
So
3.
I'll admit,
Which was Psychopaths?
It's the one about thought crimes.
yes.
It's the one I always intentionally meant to watch.
Psychopaths is a dystopian future wherein Japan is isolationist and instills a
A
system.
dystopian future.
Stop me if you heard this one.
It's a dystopian Japanese future of isolationist policy that breeds a. Counting on your fingers all the tropes I see. All right, well, let me know when you get to your feet there, Mr. Tarantino. But when
Oh, that was good. No, that was
Thank
good.
you.
No, that was
I
legitimately
paused to collect my
good
thoughts.
for you. Good for you. The feet stuff.
Eric tells me, he says, "Stick with me, kid. You'll be all right," and I am. So God bless him.
You've taught him well.
Japan is very isolationist. It's this dystopian future wherein the crime levels have dropped drastically, but the basis for which you're judged is a hue or color or quotient that is essentially your mental health. Quantified as a number or a color, and if it's muddied or blurred, you can be dubbed a latent criminal and sentenced to a rehabilitation or prison.
Is he a plaid person?
Stop
Hold
me
on,
if this
hold on,
sounds like
hold-
China's social credit system.
Hold on.
Weird.
Hold on.
And so
So
Wait,
this is paint by Minority Report, is what you're telling me?
Kinda, yeah.
All right, cool, good.
And so-
I'm
and
on
so-
board.
and this is the third season of the show. There's 2 prior seasons and a movie, but the story follows the new detective on the squad, And like every season, generally, it's like it follows a new character.
He's a
being
hard-boiled cop. Stop me if you've heard of this one
No,
before.
no.
No, it's you from Werewolves.
So
Huh?
He'll explain the character.
every season it follows a new addition to the squad, more or less. And this season it's a new rookie who's very promising. I think his father has ties to the detective. What is it called? I can't remember the agency's name, but they investigate these Latin criminals and Latin crimes. Or
Are you saying latent wrong on purpose or what?
Latin latent, potato
Latent.
potato.
Okay.
What?
Wait, is it Latin or is it latent?
Latent.
Professor Layton.
Yeah.
In any case, it follows these characters within a squad of detectives and latent criminal detectives that are latent criminals, but they're kept on the squad and they're just supervised by other detectives and they're treated like subhumans because they're latent criminals, and that's just sort of the culture the system breeds. But they investigate.
I'm on board with the
They
show.
investigate possible like ripples in the system, like if there's like a terrorist activity that could affect people's psychopath score. That's why the show's called Psychopaths. Your score is your
You have to
psychopaths.
pass the psycho score.
I get it.
So if there's like a terrorist activity, you could be scarred and dubbed a latent criminal, and they need to be first on the scene to investigate that.
I'm on board with this.
Season 1 and 2
Sounds K.
explore holes within the system. Season 3 follows a different perspective. And that's all I can really say so far because I've only really watched episode 1. I understand that it's like 8 episodes. Each episode is like 45 minutes long. This is a Psychopaths 3 exclusive thing. Every other season, it's like 20-minute long episodes, average anime stuff.
Okay.
But I absolutely loved episode 1. I have every intention of watching it, even above No Guns Life, because I just love Psychopaths as a series, and I highly recommend it to a lot of people that are into the edgy dystopian garb that I love.
Is it better than like Alien Fingers, or was that Curtis that watched that show?
Alien Fingers?
Oh, you're talking about Parasite?
Parasite.
Oh, I love Parasite as well. I think Parasite's a better...
Alien Fingers.
I think...
Are you just like, how did I know what he meant?
Wasn't it one finger?
It's his hand.
Oh.
I think
That's why his
Parasite...
name is Miki.
Parasite is awesome.
Yeah, Parasite's awesome. I think it's...
Jesus Christ, I'm the only person that didn't watch the show.
Damn right you are.
I think Parasite's immediately better than Psychopaths, but Psychopaths, I think, just has a lot more content.
Okay.
And that doesn't necessarily make it better.
Psychopaths has legs.
And no,
It's got
okay.
It's got a few sets. And, you know, some people, they like legs. And other people, not so much.
Some people like thighs.
We don't judge.
We call them men of culture.
Absolutely. In any case, Psychopaths 3, I'm going to continue watching it.
That's why I made that joke, Eric.
I'm on board.
Psychopaths 3, I'm going to continue watching it. If you're not familiar with Psychopaths,
Nope.
check out Psychopaths. The first season, check out Psychopaths 2, check out the movie. Check out Psychopaths 3 then.
Check out the body pillows. Just check out
Check out the
anything
body
with
pillows, check out the
Psychopaths
manga,
printed
check
on
out
it.
the light novel, check
out the doujinshi.
Go to a local library and put a book about psychology next to a book about passing, like driving.
And then take a
You've
picture
done
and
it.
put it on Animemes. You'll make a
And
million
if you
upvotes.
and if you've watched Psychopaths in any capacity and you liked it, check
You're
it
a
out.
criminal.
Keep watching. Perhaps
So-
a thought criminal.
So, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I was gonna segue. You have a point.
I was gonna segue.
Oh,
Because speaking of cop shows that weren't on your list, that Division 7 or whatever it was with the elf and the...
I'm sorry. I assume no one watched it.
Yeah, I fell off hard.
Oh,
Garbage, 0 out of 10. Never watched it again.
Wait, was that the one with like the 7 people?
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
episode 1. Nope.
Correct.
No
Gone.
more after that.
Gone.
all right. Well, I'm glad that we ruined my good segue for that.
What was your good segue?
I
Eric?
was gonna say, speaking of men of culture, DJ, you finally caught up to the animated episodes of Berserk.
I did.
Wait, like the Netflix one? Or
No,
like the
like
new...
he watched
No,
the seasons.
I watched
finally.
season 1 and 2 of 2016 and 2017.
I haven't attempted that yet.
Yeah, you should. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, especially if you watch it in English, so you get the joke at the beginning of the episode.
So Berserk is secretly in English is secretly the funniest anime ever made. Just because of the joke that happens at the beginning of literally every episode.
You're gonna have to explain it.
Do I have to?
Yeah,
The joke's not as funny if you know it though.
I don't know.
Don't
You
just
do
let it
listen
be-
every
just-
episode. You did not laugh
So
out
this-
loud every time.
So literally every episode. So the English version of Berserk was licensed by Universal Studios. So every time that every episode starts, you just get that ba ba the Universal logo like starts.
Yeah, they
off.
take you all the way around the Universal logo for every episode of Berserk.
It's really fun.
And DJ could not laugh every time.
Holy shit! No, that's
It's
not real.
on Crunchyroll.
1000%
in
real.
English this way.
Yeah.
It 100%.
It is so goddamn funny.
So, DJ, what were your thoughts on Berserk having finally made it?
If you can get past the animation style, which it's not great.
It's not
Like
great.
solid 6 out of 10, or maybe 5 out of 10. But still, there's parts where it looks real good, where they decide to animate it, and you just get real mad. And you're like, why couldn't you have just done this for the whole fucking thing?
Okay, so removing the animation debacle aside,
Story,
I wanted to
story,
get past
real
that.
good.
Because I was like, the story of Berserk is the reason for Berserk.
Story, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
because
Real
I
good.
really enjoyed those. Was it 3 movies or 2 movies?
3 movies.
3 movies. I really enjoyed those. A
Yeah,
lot.
they're real good.
Um,
That's why. And the show continues to be real good.
And pretty much starts with the movie's end.
Yeah, it picks up
Okay.
almost exactly where the movies end.
Technically, if you were going to read the books, there's 2 books in between. But, that content is cut for a reason.
because it's a little too hard, edgy for TV.
We had talked about
He's
that.
correct.
I say,
We
you
had
find out
talked
why
about
Guts
that.
doesn't is weird about kids.
Yeah, when you showed me that the super eye patch or super what was it?
Eye patch wolf?
Yeah, exactly. Video.
Yeah.
You talked about that. All right.
But yeah, Berserk good.
So, DJ,
Give it a watch.
having caught up to it and fully subscribing to they're lying when they say they're making a 3rd season, will you be reading Berserk now?
I think so. I have it on my manga rock. I actually tried to.
Bless you.
I was reading another 2 chapters after we watched it. I say it's the thing with reading Berserk though is just I don't know what it is, that art style, because they're so detailed, it takes a while to read through it because you're just trying to I'm trying to process this everything you're seeing because it's just there's so much to take in.
It's like a rich chocolate milk.
It really is super
that's
rich.
a great thing.
Oh no,
No, it's good, but it just takes a while to get through it.
Fair enough.
That's why I've only read 2 chapters. Just 'cause
luckily the
it takes a
release
lot.
schedule of Berserk is what some would call glacial, so you'll catch up.
Yeah, I say it's whenever there's a break in between updates of Final Fantasy 14.
I think 1 chapter came out this year,
Hey,
maybe 2.
Wow.
but what a chapter though!
It was a chapter.
I remember you telling me what happened in it.
Yeah, well, so I said spoiler, no spoiler, and you said spoiler, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's really good. That kind of flavors the rest of
I see you
the
looking over
context for
at
the
me
next.
apprehensively, and you're right too.
Was Berserk even? Did that even occur this season?
No, that's why it's at the end of the list. These are mostly just shows that we all.
This is
Eric-
just the interlude.
people watch.
Eric just had a
he did miss
segue he wanted to use, and then we went
Okay.
into it.
Okay.
No, it's fine. Which one did I miss? Like I said, I thought I put all the ones that we were watching.
We missed the bad Twilight
Again-
girl investigating a bunch of boys.
Again, I was
the
almost
cops.
sure that no one watched the rest
No,
of that.
didn't
I
watch it.
continued.
Okay,
You
Ray.
watched that show?
No, that's not what we're talking about. So, Ray, I'm sorry for assuming that you had more self-respect. Tell us about After School Dice Club.
Oh, you fucking asshole! Fuck off!
love that show so much.
I hate you, Ray. You're not invited.
It is so charming. It is so heartwarming. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside, and I love board games.
Okay, I would give you shit, but DJ and I are going to say the exact same thing about a show in the part 2 of this video series. And I know that for a fact is going to happen, and you're going to respond the same way he did to that
Fair
show.
enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, right over there, Stefan. Are you smoking a...
Smoking a
Just trying to
J.
get through it. Just trying to get through it. Right?
Stefan, are you lighting up stickers over there? Is that a rolled up sticker?
Sticker man over here. Sticker fingers.
That stand is called Kiss.
He's right. He's got you there.
I've got
Man,
a.
I can't wait for part 6
I'm just-
to be animated.
No shit. Oh, he doesn't. That's right. That is part 6.
I'm just a little.
Sticker
get
Man is Kiss.
I'm just a little time sensitive right now. I've got a girl in the car. You know how it is. I'm just a little antsy.
Don't worry about it.
It's cold out. She'll keep.
That's rough. That's-
Yeah?
Yeah.
I invited him in the house.
I know.
That's rough.
multiple times.
Hey, she doesn't watch our shit, right?
No.
She might be one of the 12 views.
Okay.
Starting now.
Next up, we got.
We'll cross the bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, speaking of crossing bridges, Stefan,
Go on.
This now marks the end of the part of your life where no one knew that you watched Beastars. Tell us about Beastars.
Oh yeah, tell me what the fuck is this?
So Beastars.
Okay, so
Let me.
before you start telling, I would have clarify that joke. Beastars is hard to not make fun of. Beastars
Yes.
is not what it looks like it is.
Beastars is not King of Africa or whatever.
No, but it's the...
Oh, it's this one.
Yes.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
Precisely.
if you had heard nothing and only seen it, you'd make a very different assumption.
Very different assumption.
So, I'm going to begin by addressing the two pillars on which people argue this show is degenerate, and that is, A, the obvious, pandering to furry culture. Because it's anthropomorphic animals, but in earnest, it's really not that bad.
All right,
If you can...
Can we agree that furry culture is rape culture because animals cannot give consent?
Absolutely. Continuing. Moving on.
Ray just has a process what just was said.
Moving on. Moving
You
on.
want to argue what you know, right?
Moving on.
I don't wanna
Looking
argue that at
past
all.
the anthropomorphic animals in a two-dimensional light, three-dimensionally, it all flows really well because on the second pillar that people argue the show's degenerate, and that's the CGI, it looks really good.
He had the shit prepared.
Oh, no, he did.
The anthropomorphic animals-
This is his fucking TED Talk.
The anthropomorphic animals actually look really well CGI'd. When you're watching an anime that's CGI'd and they're like human anime characters, it doesn't look right because you know what human anime characters are supposed to look like two-dimensionally animated. But then you look at these characters that are these anthropomorphic animal creatures, and they just look right. And I hate saying that because I know that's going to be brought up against me in
so
court
you're able
someday.
to, so you're able to jerk off so
No,
right
let
to
me
it, right?
explain something, just because I don't know who else knows this. Are you aware of Land of the Lustrous?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
we
familiar.
talked about that. Yeah.
Same guys.
Oh really?
Yeah, so you can take it
Is
to the
that on
bank.
Amazon Prime? You told me.
Yes,
I
you
gotta
can
watch
take to
that.
the bank that Beastars has
Quality
quality
CGI.
CG for
It is
animation.
aesthetically
Okay.
on
We're
point.
not talking reboot season 1. We're talking reboot season 3.
It's on point aesthetically.
We're going to the internet.
Beyond aesthetics, though. Beyond aesthetics,
My God.
it is a genuinely charming story. It is a genuinely nice slice of life, coming of age,
Murder mystery.
drama, romance, murder mystery.
God damn it! These are all like checkbox, checkbox,
It's
checkbox.
so good. It's so good. The reason
love
you
my
haven't heard any
SOL
bad
anime.
things. The reason you haven't heard any bad things about it, Ray, is because genuinely there's so few actually bad things about this show.
Everyone who is going to bounce off it based on what it looks like it is going to bounce off it before they get through an episode.
Yes.
So as long as you are willing to put the 24 minutes in, I don't think this has something that will put a bad taste in someone's mouth bad enough to be like, this show's shit.
I feel like if you are tuning out because you are over sexualizing it for yourself, because the show does introduce intimate principles, because it's a coming of age story. It's a dramatic romantic story, but it's not so dramatically romantic.
Dogs
So
fucking.
if you're personally over sexualizing it, the problem isn't the show, it's you. The show's excellent.
Well, also, depending on your level of literacy in furry culture, the fact that the two main characters are a wolf and a rabbit don't help.
Yeah.
Zootopia.
Yes,
that's
that's also
the
true.
parallel, yeah.
Huh. Weird.
It's a great show. I recommend it. I actually thoroughly enjoy it so far. It's 10 episodes in. Big recommend. I loved it.
All right.
Well, Jesus. Can't really argue with that.
Well, Stefan, I'm glad that you said that. Now we're going to have to listen to someone else try really hard to recommend something of his own. Ray, I understand that you made it through Made in Abyss.
The
Since-
show, yeah.
Since the last time we spoke
Ooh,
on...
speaking of hard sells. Ooh.
Why, you don't like this?
No, Eric and I have brought this up before, where he's like, that show's just a lot like Made in Abyss. Beastars is just a lot like Made in Abyss. It's a hard sell.
It is. Made in Abyss is a hard sell.
It's not that hard of a sell. There are parts of it that are hard to sell, but
It's a hard
on
sell.
the whole, it's not that hard.
In the same way that I said, like, if you're upset with Beastars because of what it looks like, the problem isn't the show, it's you. I feel like there's an analog argument that can be made there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
To an extent.
So, Ray, would you like to talk about Made in Abyss?
No.
No,
Made
in Abyss is good.
I
That's
really, I
right.
really,
the,
I
the,
really
the
do.
anime is really good.
I really do enjoy Made in Abyss. It has been.
It's a feast of world building.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's been the most inspiring and like compelling sort of world that I've experienced in a very long time.
Makes you real hungry for a season 2, doesn't it?
It does, or the movie
The
that's
third
supposed to be
movie
coming out.
coming
Yeah,
out. That's,
Third?
yeah. There's two movies that recap that are basically
yeah.
they're basically the JoJo movies.
Okay.
And then the third movie is just the Bone Drew part.
Ooh.
And like,
Side note: Bone Drew is being voiced by who voiced Kira in Part 4. So
Yeah.
so there's that.
And I understand, like,
Best dad.
Best dad.
and I understand that, like, the whole they're like, she's a kid and all that, or 12.
He's a squid.
Yeah, he's definitely a squid.
He's a wolf. She's a rabbit. How does it work? Need I say any more?
Right. But
She's a girl. He's a robot. Who
and
cares?
the show, of course, takes dark turns. But
Skater boy,
And then-
later boy.
Dark turds. You're right, but I think it turns like very soon.
Yeah.
Like you get like maybe 10 minutes before it's like, okay, and now it's dark.
yeah,
And then you get another couple episodes. You're like, hey, we're gonna make it a little darker. And then it gets to like episode 10, and you find out about MIDI, and you're just like, oh, let's turn that dark a little blacker.
no, like that's
We're gonna
when
make
it
this
becomes
darker than black.
it becomes Vanta Black, like, real quick. Like, all light
God, let's
is
not-
absorbed. And oh man,
Is that still illegal?
And then Bone Drew comes in to scream.
sure. And then yeah, and it's one of the few shows where I actually decided to actually pick up the manga and continue to read it. And
Hey, good.
yeah, it is very, very good. I would highly recommend it.
That's like another manga that's like a feast for the eyes and kind of takes you a little while to get through.
Yeah.
But it's easier to binge than Berserk, I think, still. Just because I was able to
I have
binge
no context
Berserk,
for that, but yeah.
Made in Abyss a little more easier than I was Berserk.
Yeah, I don't.
Just because the story is a little lighter.
Yeah, I guess I'm that way. You're right.
Yeah.
It's probably a quicker chew.
Wait, made
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Abyss later than Berserk?
Story wise.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay,
Like there's not as much
MIDI and
context.
Nanachi, pretty dark.
Yes.
Berserk,
No,
you've seen
yeah.
the third movie.
Yeah.
When that eclipse happens,
Yeah.
that's not the only time that happens.
Oh, I know. I'm assuming it's
Guts.
but it's just like
And
I think they're dark in two different fashions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's comparing apples and oranges. They're both free.
I would
but-
almost
yeah.
say they're sort of converging towards a similar tone in the way they're dark.
Yeah.
As they keep going.
I see that.
But but I think what makes Made in Abyss.
But
at
it's
least-
just that there's so much makes Berserk. That's what makes it longer to get through.
Right.
Because you have to like process like, all right, who are all these people again?
Why doesn't he open his eyes? How is getting a haircut a way to say you're sorry?
Fuck it, Serpico.
But yeah, no, as someone who read Made in Abyss, DJ, you read Made in Abyss
Yep.
and watched it, I think.
Yep.
I could fully recommend, like, hey, if you're down for some dark shit and you're okay with, like, hey, this is something you need to watch with your back against the wall.
It's just it's real.
Yeah.
The mystery is real compelling. Like you cannot predict.
What's down there?
Yeah, exactly.
You really
can-
want to know.
You really do want to know what's going. It does hook you in real quick.
Yeah.
Do we have another one
That's the last one I have on here
for part one?
for part one, yeah. So unless someone has another secret objection thing they want to, like...
I mean, I can continue talking about After School Dice Club if you want.
Oh,
Yeah, that moment's
Erica and I started a new show that Eric's finished, but
we could do that, or I could... Yeah, you know what? Let's save that for when you get to the end.
okay, we can save that.
I started a manga recently, and I don't want to talk about it right now because we have a whole nother segment to record, and Stefan's getting a little antsy in his pantsies over there. So I want to minimize this episode. But I started reading Spy X Family, and I explained what it was to Ray and Stefan independently.
I say
And
Sold
I think
heavy.
both of you were sold very hard on what it was.
I say I have no idea what this is.
The dad is a spy. He has to infiltrate a prestigious school. He adopts a kid from an orphanage. The kid is a psychic. The kid figures out he's a spy. He doesn't tell her he's a spy. The kid thinks that's cool. He gets a woman to be a sham wife. She is secretly an assassin. He is secretly a spy. They do not know the other is what the other is. The kid knows about both, and it's a comedy about spies, assassins, and psychic
Okay, if
children.
you didn't have me until you told me it was a comedy, and then it's like, okay, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. It's 20 chapters, DJ. I'll show it to you. Like,
Okay. Oh, is it only 20 chapters?
It's new.
That's a quick
Ish.
read.
It's on Manga Rock.
Oh, okay, sick.
You will know within like 5 pages if you're like, yes, I'm in.
Okay. All right. Well,
I think that's going to wrap it up for part 1.
Yeah, say we're gonna come catch us back in a couple minutes for part 2.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what Stefan has to say about all the isekais this season.
I'll definitely be here for this.
That's right, because you promised 2 months ago you would be. See you in a minute, guys.
See you in a minute.
Love you. Bye. You made this